It is all towards the site. 3 players posted up, and here it comes. Smoke's already invested. Katsumi playing site, 2 towards back of Boathouse. Dash comes in, and the first swing! Stunning work from Katsumi, and even once more! Welcome to the stage, Cloud9. You're looking like you're at home.
The players in support as well. Jazikin's the first one to find it. Khalid actually responds with 2 here. Spike noted as well. Katsumi has to tuck away from this.
Middle. You've got 4 players, and Bob could have the best flank in the world. They have absolutely no idea, and it's devastating. It's so much. They all have to turn. It's time being purchased. Bob does not need to overcommit to this. Just chip away by time, precious seconds, because Crew are almost back in this round, and it's only 1 to make it forward.
A lot of time burnt up here already. Kalita will pave the way through the door. Little crossfire setup here, though, just outside. Connier actually loses out to Jazikins with a ghost here.
And I love the commitment as well from Jazikin, still doing great chip damage too, and Alexis still not noted. Gonna get away with potentially murder until then. Mel on the trade and Mel on the flank! And that's a denial of the ult's validity. It's gonna find nothing here, as Romy, the last one alive in a 1v3, and Katsumi, headliner so far, mopping it up. And that's a conversion that's gonna sting against Crew here.
Sure, but Mel threads the needle perfectly.
And got to say it, Katsumi looking like a land beast right now, sitting on 7-1, farming it up. And once again, similar scenes, but it looks like Cloud9 White are more than aware. Good trades for Crew, though. Kinnear and they at least going to do some damage on this one.
Alexis and Mel might even go exploring here.
They think they should.
Be able to greet a couple of members of Crew just ahead of progress towards heaven. Gonna find any value here. Connier just behind the curve there. Fortunately caught off guard. Mel, savior of that one.
Easy to get blown out of the water. It's something that we've seen consistently, even in NA during the online phase. Crew needs to get a grip on this one. And I don't know how many times they're used to playing from the back either. It could be something they're just not used to. This aggression is so good from them. They are so good at these half buys, these kind of shoddy purchases. They are fantastic, and the Spike is in a bad position here. They need success over by A, and Bob's given them just that.
It's the first time the Spike has been out of position. Bob perfectly flanking through main. Finds the first, the second. Actually, Romy going to fall too. They can follow through here. Alexis going to take first contact. The Spike, I'm actually spotting out Heaven, but Alexis standing strong. Just 1 left to find for C9 White.
Kinnear. No one's given them any play, and the swing together, it's sorted. Bob, that TP towards B. Alexis waiting for the pressure to come in through by Tree, gonna spot out Konsu. The flash to follow, gonna note 2 and find 2! Alexis taking heads! Kinnear just dismantled up towards heaven, and it's flawless. Gonna be on guard duty. 7-0 so far. Spots 1, takes 1. That's going to be based down. Bob going to take over the next bit of pressure here. Spots out more, and he's got the support. Doesn't need it. It's just farming out here. Cloud9 White just a cut above the rest with the Prime Gaming flawless. Coming on the knife. Good. Smoke goes up. Romy Island. Trade comes out. 1-for-1 so far. Mel gone down. The timing not bad at all. Rez going to come out. Mel back on the feet, and Jazzy going to carry on forward. All invested. They got to know everything. Flank now seen. They are going to be on red alert, as they should be. Based though finally comes alive on the side, and there's a fight to be had.
Bob with the response on here. Kalita and Konsu left to try and cover this one now. Bob actually peeks ahead of that as the Spike is planted. So now 1v2. Jazzy will fall. Konsu swings through and finds Crew's first round. Actually, in A main, look how deep Bob is positioned here. They're trying to probe to almost bait out this push once again from Crew. Nice pick from Romy, though. Down to 70 HP early on. Still happy to take this engagement and rewarded for it.
Yeah, they're going to note Konsu, though, so that's not going to go unseen. The rotations are on the way, and there's no real backup plan. It is quite all in now. The smoke going to come down, and the lockdowns come out. This is now going to give them a time limit. There is pressure put on Cloud9. Romy's reposition is perfect. Going to fight Katsumi. Bob and Mel still alive and kicking, but for how long? 2 more seconds. They got to handle it. They got to handle it now. Mel can't do it. Gets caught, but still standing was Alexis. Bob puts life on the line for it as well. And now just down to Kinnear. And it's all slow sailing, but they need to get the Spike and they need to get the plant. Couple of seconds to spare, they get it done, and Bob's waiting. Double digits, as manic as it may have been, they've made it to 10. So, gonna be a rough one for Konsu. And Kalita, that's brave. That is very brave. Wall goes up. Potential problems there. Kalita gets found, so the support system gone, and now it's Konsu just left on their own. But great positioning, at least gonna get away with 1. Takes out Alexis, but Jazzy is ready. Death from above, and the shot just about clips the wings of Konsu. Gonna dip back down for it though. Playing around the side of the smoke, 20 seconds here, and the pressure's tying him out. Jazzy finally gets found, and now it's Mel and Katsumi. 18 seconds, plant not in just yet, and Romy looking for that chance above it. Doesn't get it. The paranoia slowing down the roll, and this pressure is tying him out. 10 seconds, they need a plant, and they needed it a while ago. A tap on the spike, but it's Mel trying to get in their face. Katsumi gonna do just about enough to maybe buy time for a plant. And Kinnear gonna feel that pressure, has to hold for a second. The classic switch was not gonna get it done.
Towards Mel and Jazzy to really slow things down and prevent Crew from really breaking through this C9 white defense.
Yeah, Romy. Gonna be the one to try and take those first couple of steps. Alexis, no respect. Happy to take the fight, but punished on the timing there. Katsumi just left in no man's land, caught as the smoke dissipated. And actually the punish towards Mel. A little bit of a fumble on the timings, a little bit of out of position here. This is not ideal yet. And actually Crew gonna make the most of it.
Katsumi almost caught off guard there as that smoke did drop. Alexis, knife destroyed, but information confirmed at least. And Crew looking to pile on the pressure through short here. One lurk left, and Romy, completely unconsidered, will punish Jazzy.
Way better work coming out from Crew. This is much better. Loved how much they were able to capitalize on some of the small mistakes coming out from C9 there and making it their own. Could go astray. This could go wrong.
Here, Connor actually posts a perfect paranoia, but Kalita can't swing onto it. Too much pressure. Low HP. Alexis will deal with it.
Yeah, and here's that main play, and they thought the door. How did you get away with it? Alexis going to catch Kinnear in the end, but at this point it is a 3v2. There's still a bit of a chance here. Konsu and Beisht going to try and make something out of it. Plant going to come down. Spam doesn't find as much as Bob would have wanted. And now we look at the post plant. What do they have for it? Just kind of tucked towards under heaven. It ain't pretty. There's nothing special about this. Alexis just has the room, but Beisht! And everything else you need if you do start getting chipped away in, you know, in the first gun, in the first buy round, and everything else coming out. Bonus. Oh no! Konsu! May not be a lion's den, more like the rat's cage here. Mel waiting in the back. Gonna allow the plant to come in, can't quite challenge. There's a smoke to keep safe on the right side, and the first challenger comes in and cleans her out. Mel gone. Romy gonna find Jazzykins. This is much better work coming in, but the late flank catch them by surprise and pop in the ult as well. Okay, we're down to a 3v3 here. All of Crew's players tucked on the site itself. Smoke still invested. There it goes, the last one. High flash in. Can they make the most of it? Nade towards the back of the site. Kalita, great work towards Katsumi. They need more. They find more! Cloud9 white. Devastating on the way back through.
So, that's it now with the null command coming through. Almost going to anticipate this, but Alexis just swings out, finds it, finds all three. 4 on the round for Alexis. C9 white close out Ascent.
And I think that closes out some of the doubts that people may have had, some of those considerations, expectations for Crew being maybe a challenger, being a contender, looking good in their region, but internationally, it's Cloud9 white to really draw that first blood and looking damn good while they did it as well.
And a statement to be made here. Absolutely. Again, like you said, all these questions that we had potentially have the copium almost to say, are C9 white not going to replicate their previous form, their previous performances? But coming out here in map 1, a statement sent to another team that's probably feared here in terms of the teams that have made it through to Berlin.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a couple of names you put into the mix. You're looking at G2, of course. You're looking at Crew. You're looking at kind of the big flagship teams from their regions. And the first big challenge has been successful for Cloud9 white. And again, this then kind of echoes through what we were saying at the start of this, you know, when we're looking at Reykjavik, for example, how it felt seeing those first matchups, seeing those regions finally slot into place.